वेलकम अगेन. आता आपण बघणार आहोत मेथड्स ऑफ सॉल्विंग क्वाड्रॅटिक इक्वेशन्स. ओके, आपल्याला आता इकडे प्रामुख्याने 3 मेथड शिकायचे आहेत. फर्स्ट मेथड आहे फॅक्टरायझेशन मेथड. सेकंड मेथड आहे कंप्लीटिंग स्क्वेअर मेथड आणि तिसरी मेथड आहे फॉर्म्युला मेथड. ह्या तिन्ही मेथड्स आपल्याला शिकायच्या आहेत. तिन्ही मेथड्स वेगवेगळे आहेत. क्वाड्रॅटिक इक्वेशन सॉल्व करण्यासाठी ह्यातली कोणतीही मेथड तुम्ही वापरू शकता. एक्झाममध्ये जर का त्यांनी दिलं नसेल की सॉल्व पर्टिक्युलर एक्झाम्पल बाय दिस मेथड, you can use any of these methods. But if it is given, if they are asked particularly that solve this quadratic equation by particular method, then you have to use that particular method only. या तिन्ही methods अतिशय सोपे आहेत. Very easy. We will see all these methods one by one. Okay. So first we will see factorization method. X square plus 8x plus 15. If this is the given example, now what is the factorization method? तुम्हाला फॅक्टर्स असे पाडायचे आहेत की दोन फॅक्टर्स, दोन नंबर्स तुम्हाला असे पाहिजेत A and B की त्यांचे प्रॉडक्ट, द प्रॉडक्ट ऑफ A and B should be 15 and sum of A and B should be 8. Okay, the product 15 आलं पाहिजे आणि सम 8 आली पाहिजे. अशा कोणत्या फिगर्स दोन असू शकतात? त्याच्यासाठी तुम्हाला टेबल्स, you should have by heart the table up to 30. No, I don't think. Especially 13, 17, 19, 23, 27, 29 ही टेबल्स जवळजवळ कोणाचीच पाठ नसतात. एनिवे ॲटलिस्ट 20 पर्यंत तरी टेबल्स तुम्हाला बाय हार्ट पाहिजेत. अदरवाईज यू विल नॉट एबल टू डू दिस व्हेरी इझिली. यू कॅन डू इट बट नॉट व्हेरी इझिली. आता 15 हे कशाचं प्रॉडक्ट आहे? मल्टिप्लिकेशन ऑफ विच टू नंबर्स? 3 and 5, right? And you can see that 3 plus 5 is 8, right? So you can write x square plus 5x plus 3x plus 15 equal to 0, right? Now can you see? In first two figures, x is common. Let us common out the x. So you will get x plus 5, the plus sign, pay attention to this sign, this can be negative also, okay, plus, now in this 3 is common, in this 3 is common, x plus 5 equal to 0. Now can you this on the left hand side, this bracket in between plus sign is there and this bracket is common. So can we take that bracket out, right? So in this, suppose I say x minus 5 is common, then we get x plus 3 equal to 0. Now this is the product of two brackets and the product is 0. So either first bracket is 0 or second bracket is 0, right? So we can write that, we'll write it here, So either x plus 5 is 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. That means you have to equate these both and you will get the two roots. So let us do this. If x plus 5 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 5, and if x plus 3 equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 3. So x equal to minus 5 and minus 3 are the roots of this quadratic equation. Let us see few quadratic equations and we will find out the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay? X square minus 13x what will the factors for this quadratic equation? We want to find out two numbers whose product is 30 and addition is minus 13. 30 as a product we get two different pairs. One 10 and 3. Addition of 10 and 3 is 30. Addition of 10 and 3 can be minus 13 if we take both this minus 10 and minus 3. But in this case what will happen? 15 into 2 is 30, that is right, positive. But 15 plus 2 is 17. You have to subtract here. Let us see, we want plus sign here. So it is not possible. To get the plus sign here, both numbers should be negative. So 15 into 2. So 15 into 2 cannot become factors, are not proper. So what we have now? Minus 10 and minus 3. So you have to write x square minus 10x minus 3x plus 30 equal to 0. And so what we have? X minus 10 minus 3 x. Now here it will be minus because this sign is minus. So when you again multiply minus now here this bracket is common, so we get x. So we get x minus 10 and x minus 3 equal to 0. X minus 10 equal to 0 or x minus 3 equal to 0. So x is equal to 10 or x is equal to 3. So 10 and 3 are the roots of this quadratic equation. Okay? Let us see one more example. This is the example. What are the two numbers? What are the two factors can we get here? 36. 9 and 4. We want the addition is minus 5. So in this a bigger number must be negative. So it will be minus 9 and 4. Right? So product will get minus 36. Here the product we don't want 36. We want minus 36. Never forget the sign before it. So whenever if it is a plus 36, you say it. Product should be plus 36. Only if you have the sign of if you have the habit of speaking signs, only then you will be able to, on that moment of exam, you will say that minus 36. Otherwise you will say just 36, which has no meaning. So if it is minus 9 and 4, then we will have x square minus 9x plus 4x minus 36 equal to 0. because minus 9 and plus 4. So we get x minus 9 plus 4 x minus 9 equal to 0. So we have x plus 4 into x minus 9 equal to 0. I committed a mistake here. It's not a mistake. Can you see? My equal to signs are not coming under equal to sign. And the same habit you may adopt from me. Be careful. You should not write like that. So x plus 4 equal to 0 or x minus 9 equal to 0. So we have x is equal to minus 4 or x is equal to 9. So minus 4 and 9 are the roots of this quadratic equation. Let us go ahead. Let us solve one more example. 3y square minus 14y plus 8 equal to 0. Now what you will do? 90% of the student will say we have to factorize 8 such that the product is 8 and this is 14. Mind well, y is not y square. This quadratic term is not alone there. 3 is there. Okay? It is not in a standard form. So if there is this coefficient is there, quadratic coefficient is there, what you have to do? You don't have to find out two numbers whose product is 8, but you have to find out such a number. First you have to multiply. So 8 3s are 24. So you should find out the two numbers whose product is 24 and sum is minus 14, and such pair is 12 and 2. Don't care about now this. We'll get minus and minus, so that their addition will become minus 14. Let us substitute this minus 12 and minus 2 in this quadratic equation. So we have 3y square minus 12y minus 2y plus 8 equal to 0. So here I have 3y common, so y minus 4 minus 2 y minus 4 equal to 0. Mind well, we have minus sign here. So whenever you are taking the 2 common out, at that time this sign will change. Do not commit silly mistakes of signs. The silly mistakes of signs may reduce your marks. So please do not make such mistakes. Okay? So here we get 3y minus 2 and y minus 4 equal to 0. So we have 3y minus 2 equal to 0 or y minus 4 equal to 0, and hence we have y is equal to 2 by 3 or y is equal to 4. So the roots we get are 2 by 3 and 4. Let us solve one more example. This example is quite different, little bit different. Of course, as I told you, the language of mathematics, even if the given example are in the different form or some tricky, apply your basic rules and you will be able to solve the example. It is simple. If you want to drink water, I give you a bottle with open cap. What you will do? You will drink the bottle or drink the water as it is. If I give you bottle with closed cap, what you will do? You will open the cap and drink the water. Isn't it? If the cap, over the cap, the plastic wrapper is there, what you will do? You will open the wrapper, open the cap and drink the water. Similarly, in mathematics, if something is not in a proper given form, what you will have to do? You have to bring it into the proper form and then solve it. Apply your basic rules. There is nothing which comes from outside. Let us see this example. Little bit tricky, as they say. Observe this. 64 is a complete square of 8. M square is a square of M, and 625 is the square of 25. Do you remember some identity? Do you remember this? A square minus B square. Is it not A square minus B square? So it is A minus B into A plus B. Is it not? Can we apply here? So let us first write this in this form. So we have 8m square minus 25 square equal to 0. So we don't have to even factorize it. Okay? We have 8m minus 25, 8m plus 25 equal to 0. I have applied that formula. Okay? So we have So we have 8m minus 25 equal to 0 or 8m plus 25 equal to 0. And so we get m is equal to 25 upon 8 or m is equal to minus 25 upon 8. So the roots are conjugate of each other. 25 upon 8 or minus 25 upon 8. So this is somewhat tricky, but we should be able to solve it. Okay? Let us see one more example. X plus 35 upon x equal to 12. Now again, you may think that this is not a quadratic equation, but do you remember what we have done in previous exercises? We multiply both the side by x. This side multiplying by x means multiply each term by x. What we will get? X square plus 35 equal to 12x. Bring 12x to this side and we will get x square minus 12x plus 35 equal to 0. And now you can factorize it. What is the product of two numbers by which you will get plus 35? Is 7 and 5. But here we want minus 12. So it should be minus 7 and minus 5. Simple. X square minus 7x minus 5x plus 35 equal to 0. Hence we will get x minus 7 minus 5 x minus 7 equal to 0. So we have x minus 7 x minus 5 equal to 0. Isn't it? So we will get x minus 7 equal to 0 or x minus 5 equal to 0. So we get x equal to 7 or x equal to 5. That is what the answer we should get. So the main trick in this is converting this into your standard form of quadratic equation. Shall we go ahead? Let us see the next example. 16x square minus 24x equal to 0. Now what you will do? In this case, We don't have complete squares. But you see, x is common and also 8 is common. 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24. So 8x is common here. So how you will solve? 8x is common and what you will get here? 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Now you get product of two terms. The first is 8x and second is this bracket. If that is equal to 0, each one or either one must be 0. So we have 8x equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So we will get x equal to 0 by 8, 0, or x equal to 3 upon 2. So here also finding out answer is not very difficult, but to understand what kind of problem it is very important. Maybe it is given in some different form, but you should be able to reduce it to your known form. That is what the trick in this example. Let us see one more example. Many students get confused when there is a root sign. Let us solve one tricky example. I mean to say it is tricky because many students get confused whenever under root sign comes. Let's see this example. 3x square minus 2 root 6x plus 2. Don't get confused by this root 6. Okay, we will solve this example just like we solve other examples. फक्त रूट साइन इकडे आली आहे म्हणून काय घाबरायचं कारण नाही आहे. आपल्याला आपण नेहमीच्या मेथडनीच सॉल्व करायचं आहे ते. म्हणजे काय करायचं? सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा 3 into 2 म्हणजे आपल्याला 6 चे फॅक्टर्स काढायचे आहेत. Now what are the factors of 6? What are the two numbers whose multiplication is 6? 3 into 2? Yes, but 3 into 2 by adding, do we get that 2 root 6? No. That means we want this root 6. Simple. If 6 is the number, then it will be equal to root 6 into root 6. So root 6 into root 6 is plus 6 and we want plus 6 as a product. But what we want as an addition? Minus 2 root 6. And here we get plus 2 root 6. So we have to write minus root 6 and minus root 6. Right? So these two are the numbers. Then everything is simple. We will write 3x square minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Now mind well, in these two we have root 6, but do you know that root 6 is nothing but 3 into 2, so it can be written as root 3 into root 2. Simple. Similarly, this 3 also I can write root 3 into root 3, isn't it? So let us try here. Root 3 into root 3 x square minus root 3 into root 2 x minus root 3 into root 2 x plus 2 equal to 0. Now amongst these two I can take a common. Here what is common? Root 3 and x. Root 3x is common, so here root 3x minus root 2. Now again the sign is minus. These two also can be written as root 2 into root 2. So here the common is root 2. So I will get root 3x minus root 2 equal to 0. So these two are common brackets. So root 3x minus root 2 into root 3x minus root 2 equal to 0. Both are equal. So we'll get the equal roots. Can you guess why we get the equal roots? We will see that when we'll see the property of roots or the property of quadratic equations and corresponding properties of roots. Now we have either of this is 0, so we will get x equal to root 2 by root 3, and by this we will get x equal to root 2 by root 3. So this is the solution. These are the roots of quadratic equation. Mind well, don't get confused by just root signs. I have just applied simple mathematics, simple mathematical maths rule I have applied and found out the answer or the solution. Okay. So now shall we go ahead and solve exercise 2.3 based on this factorization method? So friends, we have learned this topic thoroughly. We have solved some examples for practice, but we are going to solve all the exercises which are given in the book along with the problem set, then the HOTS, some paper solutions, everything we are going to solve. For further solution of exercises and problem set, please purchase our DVD. You can buy our DVD online by visiting our websites. The address for the websites or the place where you can buy your DVDs are given just below this video in the description. Thank you very much.